Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Jess. If you enjoy shopping and handbag videos, please like and subscribe to my channel. You'll super love it. So I was just reading some of your guys' comments on my last video from yesterday, and sorry I'm a bit late to replying. I've been on the computer so much lately and I just needed to take a bit of a break, but a lot of you guys wanted to see my fashion book collection, and I actually don't have that many fashion books, but I would love to kind of get some more Louis Vuitton ones and even some ones kind of about Chanel, but I thought I'd share with you guys what I have at the moment. And you know, fashion books are really great. A lot of people find them silly, like kind of useless, having these coffee table books, but I really enjoy them, and I don't know, every time I'm bored I go to them and I flick through them and I read. Kind of gives you perspective about, you know, where ideas came from, and it kind of makes you appreciate brands more as well. Oh guys, and I got the result back for the authenticity status of this bag, and it is authentic, so yes, I'm very relieved about that. And I would love to buy some more Louis Vuitton bags, like throwback ones from the 2000s, but for me, I'm gonna try and make a rule that they have to be under the $1,000 mark, and I think I'm gonna collect like maybe smaller bags. I don't want to get like really big bags that I've had in the past, which I find a bit hard to style, so anyway, we'll see what happens. Oh, and I actually found, I was supposed to give my friend this candle. It was her birthday, but we've been in lockdown so long, I was never able to give it to her, but how cute is it? It's like a little candle, but it looks like a milkshake. It smells so good, guys, but I'm just putting that there for now. But let's get on to the books, because you're probably like, Jess, what are you talking about? So, I have this book. It's called Yves Saint Laurent Catwalk. These catwalk books are pretty common. A lot of people have them. They do go on sale sometimes, but I really enjoy them. This one kind of goes through, kind of see where Saint Laurent started out at. Obviously, Saint Laurent as a brand has changed so much over the, you know, decades. They've had different creative directors, and it really changed after Yves Saint Laurent passed away. It really changed fashion. You can see it's obviously he was kind of the person to kind of make the tuxedo suit famous for women. The Saharian look, there's even the trapeze dress. He was kind of known for a lot of different silhouettes. Anyway, I'm not really explaining it that well, but it's a really good book if you want to know more about Saint Laurent. There's a lot of strong colors, Moroccan inspired. Like you kind of just get to understand where his inspiration came from, and oh, that's a bit risky. Anyway, yeah, love this book. Chanel, the Karl Lagerfeld campaigns. Karl Lagerfeld has passed away. He was the creative director for Chanel, I think, since the early 80s up until he passed away. And this book kind of shows you, it's more just like pictures, I guess. There is some text in it as well, but you know, you can see this is from 1993, Claudia Schiffer. You've got these really, like, you know, these 90s ad campaigns. And, you know, even this little wicker basket here. Sorry about my nails, guys. We're in lockdown. But, you know, you kind of can see, I mean, if you're into bags, it's really good to look at vintage advertisements and stuff, because to be able to find these, like, vintage bags on eBay, to see them in the original campaigns, is actually makes you appreciate it more, and it seems more like a gem. It's really interesting how fashions change, you know, different vibes, and more minimalistic vibe here. Very different to the 90s. You've got the classic black and white Chanel. Look at that little bag there, a little like east-west bag. Then it takes you all through to, you know, these really embellished, beautiful jackets, and ooh, what's that? Oh, look at that pastel. Wow. Oh, wow. 1988, guys. Look at that. Yeah, anyway, I love this book. I always look at it. Vintage fashion. Haven't seen many people talk about this one. It's really a nice interior, but it kind of takes you through different designers. You can kind of see how design has changed through the decades, the different kind of, you know, there's modernism. We've got the new look, Christian Dior. It's good to kind of have an understanding of fashion in general. 60s. Oh, where's my favorite part? Oh, you know, you've got Vivienne Westwood, punk fashion. These are all things that we take for granted today, but to see where the ideas originally came from, it gives you a really good appreciation. Oh, we've got Chanel here as well. Look at that. Oh, I don't know why I cut that out. Interesting. That's a very famous Gucci photo with that model. What's her name? Russian model Verushka. I think she was a very famous model. There in the 60s. A lot of other random books like 50s fashion style, figure drawing. If you're into fashion design, that's pretty good. I've got Fashion Since 1990, the complete source book. So this is kind of telling you, oh, these are really pretty. So this is giving you more an idea of, you know, different styles that were kind of fashionable in different eras. This is really good if you're into fashion drawing. You can get some inspiration from this, just the stylistic way that they draw it. So I've got some random fashion books as well. This one's Dress Scandinavian. I don't know if it's as relevant now, but this book, I think it was published, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago or so, but it's kind of talking about the minimalistic Scandinavian look. And yeah, it does give you inspiration, you know, it kind of tells you the importance of a good jeans and a good handbag, and you know, it kind of tells you, you know, it's good to invest in fine jewelry and just how to be stylish, really. So if you want a bit of like, you know, Scandinavian fashion sense inspiration, this is pretty interesting. I got another book, 100 Years of Fashion. Maybe this one talks about Japanese designers. Probably. This one also just generally talks to you about, you know, how fashion has evolved over time. Pretty interesting. Laurent. Again, this one is, well, it's just called Yves Saint Laurent. Another really good kind of coffee table book, I guess. I actually went to the art gallery and they had an Yves Saint Laurent exhibition, where I got to see some of, you know, the things that they were talking about in these books. But ooh, why am I just flicking to the same page? Well, there he is. Book that I always talk about, Louis Vuitton Catwalk. And yeah, definitely a good book if you want to kind of look back at all the Marc Jacobs collections that he did while he was with Louis Vuitton. It does go into a bit of the history of like where Louis Vuitton originated from as well, but this is all mainly the Marc Jacobs collection. So at the start of his career, he was doing a lot of this minimalistic stuff, and it wasn't until he started getting a little bit more, at the start he was doing a lot of these vernis pieces as well. But then once he kicked off with like the graffiti collection, that was really when it changed for Louis Vuitton. And then of course the Takashi Murakami and everything, that he also did this, I forgot what that artist is, but that was another really interesting collection. Little kind of bunny rabbit bag there. Oh yeah, multicolor collection. Here we go, guys. This is 2003. Look at that little mini Speedy there. You've got the little eyeballs. Some really limited edition bags. You'll never be able to find these unless, I don't know, you're some sort of collector. Some of these pieces, these runway pieces, worth a fortune. And of course you've got, there's also, it goes into like every single collection. It's just so interesting to see. You can get this information online too, like if you go on the Vogue website, you can probably look back at all the different runway shows, but this is a really good way to just kind of have it all in a book. Yeah, and sometimes I look through these books and I kind of, if I see a bag I like, I try and find it on eBay because it's almost like, I don't know, it gives me a lot of inspiration. This is another Steven Sprouse collection. You've got the that little leopard print scarf there. Just interesting to see how the trends change over time. Our catwalk, so it's part from the same kind of series as the Louis Vuitton one, and again it does the same thing. It takes you through most of Karl Lagerfeld's
runway collections over the years, and you get a real perspective. You see, you know, the 90s Chanel with all the heavy gold chains, and you know, then to see that, and then for it to go to like the supermarket collection and just like these really elaborate, it's just, I can't even explain it in like one sentence, but it just, you just gotta have a look at it. It's just amazing, so inspiring to see. I mean, this hula hoop bag, like, wow. I don't know if there's any books at the moment about what Virginie Viard has done so far, because, you know, some of her collections have been pretty interesting, but Karl Lagerfeld, he was, oh my gosh, absolutely, no one could do it like him. So, yeah, I love looking through this book as well. Megan Hess books, which are really cute to look at. I really like her illustrations. I've got The Dress, Iconic, The Masterpieces of Italian Fashion, Coco Chanel. I've got Paris. And in her books, she does a lot of like, it's mainly just like illustrations. She's a fashion illustrator. Obviously when I went to uni, I did fashion design, so I had to do little illustrations. So stuff like this was really inspiring, but I don't do that anymore. But I still love and appreciate, I guess, fashion illustrations. So I love these books. I also have Biographic Christian Dior. I read that in like 2 seconds. Oh, this is really cute. This is also really inspiring, kind of fashion illustration kind of style book. What on earth are you wearing? It's a little bit more of a funny one. Yeah, pretty cute. That's another little one. And fashion. Oh, this one might go into more of the Japanese designers, actually. And then I've got 50s fashion here. The Power of Now. And I think that's about it. Oh, I've got the pocket of Coco Chanel Wisdom, which is interesting. I would love to collect more books though. I would love something more. I would love to have like a Gucci book, or even there was a Prada one I wanted to get. Definitely I'd love some more Louis Vuitton ones. There's been, you know, things that I've been seeing online. Something that goes through, even I think Louis Vuitton sells books. So, and yeah, I mean, even Chanel would love more. So I just love these books and reading them in my spare time. They never get old. So yeah, I hope I gave you some inspiration, and I think it's good to kind of understand fashion to be able to kind of appreciate it. And I think if you're buying designer bags as well, it just gives them so much more meaning if you understand like where they were inspired from, and even, you know, it might give you inspiration into like your style, and I don't know, yeah, I just love reading about it. So hope you enjoyed my video. Please like and subscribe if you did, and I'll see you next time. Bye.